What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back into my channel. My name is Kreepers and I'm here today to talk about 1.8. We're going to be going through every single new skin changes and etc. for this patch, except for the buffs and nerfs and bug fixes. I'm going to leave that just for a specific video, okay? Because this is really a big update. There's a lot of skins, there's a lot of new content for battle passes and so on, alright? So let's talk about our first change. Yes, Sky Rework is here. I've mentioned this before. People thought that it was not coming here because they already announced it on Twitter that they were not looking into Sky anymore. But yes, it is coming. It has her entire body and weapon actually changed, reworked visually, and it looks awesome. You will still have the chance to have the original, alright? With 1 gold, okay, until the next patch. After the next patch, you'll just have to buy it with either crystals or it's not going to be available anymore. So if you want to stay with all the versions, just buy it. Of course, it's going to be free basically. And the hairstyle did not change because a lot of people apparently complained. I still think that people should have not complained about that. They should have left the new hair to make this completely change. If you wanted the old hair, you were still gonna get this version, like I'm saying, for 1 gold. So if you would like the old version, you would play with the old version. If you like the new version, you'd play with the new version. But it doesn't really matter. There's also a red version of this. I'm not entirely sure if the gold skin is gonna be here because unfortunately they did forget to mention that, because they did show us about the gold version back on Instagram. I'm not entirely sure if it's coming or not, so let's take a look into our next skins. The next skins that I want to talk about are actually gold skins. These are going to be the first gold skins full body, and are going to be for Ash and Grover. I gotta be really honest, the Grover looks amazing. As you can see right now on screen, it looks awesome. But unfortunately for me, like it looks like the Ash is just too metally. When they did this last update of putting the metal shining a little bit more, I think they over abused it a little bit, and now everything looks like plastic. Everything looks like it's shining too much, okay? It's not as metal, as realistic as before. And I do know that it's a little bit better. Even the DZ Drogos now looks incredible, but I think they need to tone down just a little bit. Maybe it will look even better, especially because if you look into what I'm showing you right now on screen, you will notice that the Ash is like shining a lot, but her weapon is completely different. The tone are different between the weapon and the body. Doesn't matter. Let's continue, and there's now going to be test maps. Test maps on PDS only, okay? If you don't know what PDS is, it's something that is going to open. It's a specific server just for testing. It's the same game. You have your own account, your normal Paladins account. You can download it on Steam on the page of Paladins. Just go down. There should be a link there saying if you want to test out the game before it rolls out a new patch, and this is exactly it. In the PDS, you're going to be able to play 3 different maps. The 3 different maps are called Arid, Rush, and Anger. All of these 3 different maps, as you see, have no textures to it, and the reason why they're doing this is so people can test out maps. They have their own builds, and if everything goes right, and if there's like new some ideas to change the map in order to make it more player friendly, they will try to change it or not. Now, I'm not going to show much of the match because there's not much to show. When we are in PTS, I will show you gameplay of that, and that will be awesome. Now, let's talk about one of our first, one of the first skins that is actually new, literally new for the game, and one of them is actually the Cuddly Moji. And they decided to somehow, apparently it was thanks to somebody who mentioned a concept for a skin, and they decided to roll out this concept where Poe and Lee, as you can see on the picture, they do look a little bit like Plushie and Cuddly Makoa. And then we have Moji herself looking like a toy, like a teddy bear or a fluffy bunny, a ragdoll, whatever you want to call it. It looks extremely awesome, to be honest. Her ultimate is, if you remember on the teaser, it's a little thing on the left. I was going to do a video on this and actually explain that it probably was going to be the ultimate, and it was, but unfortunately my Sony Vegas acted out on me, so I wasn't able to do that. Now, that skin is going to be on the Christmas chest, alright? So if you want it, you're going to have to reroll it. If you have everything on that chest, then you're just going to get it, definitely, for your new skin list. Now, let's talk about a new pack. There is a new pack coming into the game, and in case you notice, this picture is actually from Ram Royale. Yes, this horse already exists on Ram Royale. It's called the Obsidian war horse, and it's pretty much like the fire version of the war horse that we had for the people who bought the Founders Pack, not the Champions Pack, the Founders Pack, which no longer exists, but it's on blue. Now I know that a lot of people want to buy this because they didn't have the chance to get the red one, and now it's still a little bit pricey. It's going to cost you $15 apparently. All right, if you're in another place then that does not use dollars, it may shift, it may be different. So let's see. It will come with also 200 crystals and 3 million battle pass. According to the devs, that will probably bring you up to level 20 or 25 on the battle pass. All right. Yes, there's a new battle pass, and now that I mentioned this, let's talk about the battle pass. The battle pass will cost 600 crystals, and they will have 5 skins. All right. The reason why I say 5 skins is because they did not put a mount on the battle pass. Instead, they put it a skin that you unlock immediately, which is the Strix Remix Strix that looks pretty much like the DJs with the helmets. I don't know if you guys know what they are. I do not know their names. I'm so sorry. I already know that somebody's going on the comments and like, oh, it's this and that. And, cool. Okay, cool. It's completely cool. I know who they are, just don't remember their names. There's also the black version that only can be obtained after you completely finish up the battle pass. You can actually do almost like a prestige mode where you go back and you have to do all the 50 levels back again. But of course, if you do this, then you receive the second version of the Strix remix, which I believe to be the Redux Strix. Sorry about that. It's pretty much the same thing, but in black. So as I said, it's the 2 DJs with the helmets that you guys already know. So we have that skin. If you do the entire battle pass 2 times, you'll get the second skin. You'll get the same rewards back. So if you already have the skins, you're just not going to get anything for it. But if you get gold on that level, you'll get gold again, and so on. So at level 10, you will also get the Remix Ceres skin, all right, which looks really, really awesome. She looks like to be an android apparently. She has her own unique voice lines. All these skins are legendary, alright? On the battle pass, they're all legendary. They all have unique voice lines, unique like music sounds, EDM sounds, and so on, including the Strix. The Strix will also have that. I think it's the same voice pack for both the 2 versions of Strix, but doesn't really matter. Then we also have at level 30, which seems to be, according to the devs, a new character to the game, which is actually Pepper. Instead of being Pip, it's actually the female version of Pip, which is called Pepper. And as you can see here, she has an insane amount of different effects. She has effects on her shirt, she has effects on her headset, her bracelets, her leggings, her tail, everything. Even her weapon has the Pac-Man into it. Alright guys, it's awesome. Has her own unique voice lines, and it is the first character to have a different little avatar on the left side when we're playing near your health bar. Instead of actually going with the skin, it's going more with the character, because this is a new character. It's not just a skin. It still has the same abilities, of course. Nothing shifts, nothing changes, but it's considered a new character. It's almost like a new champion, I would say. All right, but even so, we have that, and now let's go into level 50. Level 50, we got Janos. Now Janos here, this is the only skin that I actually did not like the most, but this is my opinion. It doesn't really matter to anybody. You guys may actually like it. There's already a shit ton of skins for Janos, so you know that's also another plus for me to not like this skin. But even so, the skin itself looks awesome. The only thing that I didn't like was actually the voice lines. Apparently the character and the voice lines do not match a lot. At least this is my opinion. But even so, let's cut into the rest of the things. Alright, so we talked about the battle pass, about the skins that are going to be on the battle pass, but is there anything else? Yes, there is. Let's talk about first the map. There is going to be a new map called Dragon Arena, and in the Dragon Arena, it's a TDM map. There's going to be a boost right in the middle of the map where you can grab for the ultimate charge. Pretty much like you had it on the Abyss map, the TDM Abyss map, where as soon as you get that little boost, you'll be able to actually get 100% of your ultimate, but it'll only work individually, not as a team. Okay, so this map is related to the Dragon Skull map. They decided to recreate they decided to create a map with this theme. Looks incredibly awesome. I believe this is going to be a new area to the lore itself, and I'm I really want to play this map. It looks awesome. So that's that. Now let's talk about other skins. There's more skins, yes. We have the DreamHack Maeve, which we will be able to obtain, and I'll explain that in a few moments. But there's also a new skin that's actually for Furia. It's called Cold Snap Furia, and it's almost like a blue version, so to speak, of Furia. It does have a little bit different style for her hair, and as well, she has now, I don't know, the tiara on the head. I'm trying to remember the name. I do not know. I'm sorry about that. The weapon itself is more crystal blue now, almost like a combination for a normal weapon with the weapon of the last skin that she had. Her wings are blue. Everything is blue on her. And there's one little aspect that I decided to point out here. She has the uncensored version of her lower part, right? Yes, I'm talking about something that a lot of people are going to be like, oh, you perv. No, but the question is, I've always been against the censoring of Furia, and this is actually awesome because this skin did not came censored. So let's see if people are not going to complain and maybe try to censor this skin again, because if people don't have anything else good to do, they just have to complain. Now, I pretty much said everything. There's only one more thing to add into this, which is the gifting system. Yay! They did something that I actually would tell them to not to do, but they did it. They are allowing people to now send gifts between one another. This is probably going to be awesome, especially for content creators, because content creators are going to actually be able to receive gifts from their subs, and people who want to donate, instead of donating money, they donate this. But I think that it was not a good idea, because Smurfs still are existent. They still exist, all right? People who did not link their accounts yet with Steam, they can still use their Smurfs, and they will definitely use this to their advantage. They have free login rewards like everybody else. They will use the crystals on the other accounts to then send the gifts to their main accounts and then just open and get free skins. I mean, I don't know about you, but I think this is unfair. I think that it should not be a reality. I already despise Smurfs a little bit, because when you're new to the game and you get Smurfs on your first games, because people just like to go against low-level people, it's not good. It doesn't give a great impression, to be honest, quite honest, to the people who are starting this game, because they think, what the hell is this? Why am I going against people like this that they know so much how to play, right? I think that there should be something where when you start, you play like 10 games, and depending on the way that you play, it will place you on a specific place. Even that would be probably, people would be able to counter that with just not playing at all on those games, and they would be queued up with low-level people and then use their Smurfs. But even so, I think this is a bad idea. But even so, let's see how it goes. All right, we're gonna have the Christmas chest. These gifts you can gift them for every reason that you like. There's a bunch of different answers, so you can send them to people, like for example, hey GG, or nice game man, happy birthday, happy Christmas, so on. And it's going to be awesome, at least, to receive some gifts from some subs and so on. But I don't know. I still think it's a bad idea, but it doesn't really matter. As I was saying, the skin, I just forgot to mention this. The skin, for those who are wondering how you get the skin for the Cold Snap Fury, you have to watch 14 hours of the Hyris Espo live. It's going to be on Mixer. You're going to have to link your account on Mixer, and after you watch 14 hours, you'll get this skin. But if you don't have the time to watch the 14 hours completely, if you just watch 7 hours, you'll get the DreamHack Maeve. And I know that I'm going to watch, because I want both skins, and I want the DreamHack Maeve, which is the last one missing to my kit. So that is all for the video today, guys. As I said, I will be talking about buffs, nerfs, and so on another video. I'm also going to be streaming live the PDS, all right, including test maps and so on, new skins, and let's go, all right? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. And until then, have a wonderful time. Bye-bye, guys. See you later.